Hello all. So today we are going to create our first container from the image Tomcat. So for that I already installed the Docker on this virtual machine. So let's check the Docker version first. If you want to install the Docker on your virtual machine, Ubuntu virtual machine, you can refer my last video where all the steps are provided to install the Docker. So let's start with the creation of our first container as well as running our first image. So let's proceed with the command. So to create our first container as well as to run the image, you can give this command docker run dash dash name, and you have to provide the name of your Docker container. So here I am giving C1 as the name of our container, and then we have to mention the port number as well so that we can check the traffic in our local host whether it is working or not. So let's give some port number, for example 7070 or 8080, and then we have to mention the name of our image. So here I am giving the Tomcat image name. So here if you see there are two ports numbers are mentioned here. So the second one 8080, this is the port number for your image Tomcat, and the 7070 we are going to use to check our traffic in the local host so that you can see the output whether your container is running fine or not and whether your image is working or not. So let's hit this command enter. So the system will check whether this Tomcat image is available locally or not. If not, it will pull it from the Docker hub, and it will check whether there is enough space available on your Docker container, and accordingly it will start creating your first image and run the Docker container. So here if you see there are multiple logs which is not useful for us. So if you want to exclude these logs, we have the option. So I will show you that option in our next part. So as of now your Docker container as well as your Docker images started working. You can check the traffic in the browser. So I am just checking here, refreshing my browser. So here you can see the Apache Tomcat page. So it means our first Docker container is running, and image is also working fine. So now I'm just exiting from the current container so that I can show you how can we exclude all these logs so that our CLI will be clean and neat. So just doing the clear first. So we can create a new container or we can use the same as well. So here I will go with the new container, docker run dash dash, let's say C2, and then we have to give the port number as well, -p, port number 7070 8080. Okay, and once we provide the port number, we have to give here -d. So -d stands for detach mode, where it will help us to ignore the logs. So once we provide this -d in our command, Docker container will run in the background so that it will not show you the whatever logs which was shown in our last container. So after -d you can just provide the name of your Docker image, that is Tommy, and hit enter. So something is missing. Okay, so it should be docker run dash dash name, then C2 is our Docker container name. Now everything is fine, we can hit the enter. So if you see only one line shown there, it means there are no logs, but it is showing that our Docker container is running in the background. So if you again check your browser, so you can see Tomcat is running successfully on the background as well. If you want to see your Docker image name, you can just give the Docker images. Here you can see Tommy, your image. If you want to see your Docker whatever container running in your system, you can just give this command docker container ls. It will show you only the running containers, but in the before some time we created the other container name as C1 as well. So if you want to see both containers running as top one, you can give this command docker container ps dash a. So it will show you both running and non-running containers. So here you can see C1 and C2, where C1 is up and running and the other one is exited. So that's all about today. So today we created our first Docker container with the help of Docker image. So see you soon in the next video. Thank you all.